In the ancient world, Egypt was a mighty empire known for its wealth and culture. The ancient Egyptians were skilled architects, engineers, and artists, producing impressive monuments and works of art, such as massive pyramids and temples. Their sophisticated culture and economy thrived largely due to the fertile Nile River Valley. Skilled in managing the river's annual floods, they used irrigation systems to distribute water to their fields, producing surplus crops that could be traded for other goods and services. At the heart of this empire was Cleopatra, a charismatic and intelligent queen who ascended the throne at 18 after her father Ptolemy XII's death in 51 BC. Fluent in multiple languages and a patron of the arts, Cleopatra ruled Egypt jointly with her 10-year-old brother, Ptolemy III, who was also her husband, as was common in Egyptian culture. Their relationship, however, was fraught with tension and conflict. Cleopatra's brother was manipulated by his powerful advisors who saw Cleopatra as a threat to their authority and schemed against her. Cleopatra, desiring to rule with an iron fist, clashed with the nobles who supported her brother. Eventually, the nobles succeeded in having Cleopatra dismissed, forcing her into exile in Alexandria. Ptolemy declared himself the sole ruler of Egypt. In 48 BC, Cleopatra returned with an army, capturing the port city of Pelusium and challenging her brother's authority. Meanwhile, the Roman Empire was embroiled in its own conflict. Julius Caesar defeated Pompey at the Battle of Pharsalus, forcing Pompey to flee to Egypt. Ptolemy, hoping to gain Caesar's favor, killed Pompey and presented his head to Caesar, who was outraged by the undignified act. Caesar sought an audience with Cleopatra and, charmed by her charisma and political acumen, sided with her. Together, they laid siege to Alexandria, ultimately capturing the city where Ptolemy died, possibly drowned in the Nile. With Caesar's support, Cleopatra assumed full control of Egypt. Caesar returned to Rome, where his growing power and relationship with Cleopatra alarmed the Senate. In 44 BC, Caesar was assassinated. Cleopatra, devastated, sought to align with Rome again to secure Egypt's safety. She turned to Mark Antony, and in 41 BC, Antony traveled to Egypt to negotiate. Cleopatra famously arrived in a stunning display, and the two began a passionate love affair. Cleopatra and Antony's relationship strained his reputation in Rome. In 31 BC, Octavian declared war on them, leading to the Battle of Actium. Antony, clouded by his love for Cleopatra and excessive drinking, was outmaneuvered by Octavian. Their forces decimated, Cleopatra and Antony retreated to Alexandria, where they faced mounting pressure. As Octavian's forces surrounded the city, the lovers chose to end their lives. Cleopatra reportedly used a venomous asp, while Antony succumbed to mortal wounds. Their deaths marked the end of the Ptolemaic dynasty and Egypt's transition into a Roman province. Octavian, later Augustus Caesar, celebrated his victory and became Rome's first emperor. Egypt was absorbed into the Roman Empire, leaving behind a legacy of cultural richness and political intrigue. Cleopatra's reign and tragic end became legendary, symbolizing the grandeur and vulnerability of ancient Egypt.